What's happening, everyone? Just a little fishing. I've just been on the Instagram live then, and the little foreskin was getting loads of good comments, man. Everyone was liking him again. So this just an 18-year-old kid, posh kid, never seen a criminal in his life, never thought he would, never got no need to. He's a legit kid, very well off parents, nice area. You know, he's a railway enthusiast, museums, history, the lot. He's come on, and obviously at the time I was in charge of the gang who was out with him, so you can see like where he's that nice and where he's that vulnerable, where he's so nice. Like, you'd have to rein him in a bit and say, look, listen, I've lived 2 different lives here, mate, yeah, so I'm not just looking from a legit perspective, but people are gonna try and take the piss out of you where you're so nice. Look, do this. We've just formed a fucking good friendship, man. Kid's a belter. Like, every time I'm off, every time I go fishing, he's out with me, you get what I'm saying? We've had some funny stories along the way as well, where, you know, he's just told one on Instagram where obviously he's never been in prison, never been with anyone in trouble. So one night he's on a shift and he's gone. I've come in the morning, you've come in the night, or he's come in the night. Either way, I've seen his car and I've wrote on the back of it. The police have turned up to his parents. They're fucking mad. It was just a joke, do you know what I mean? And they've gone, you realise something on the back of your car? And it was all stuff like your dad's a nonce and all that. And I was joking. But yeah, man, we've got a good friendship, man. You know, everyone who I speak to back home, some of them have half always say to me, still speak to that little foreskin kid. Like, he's come a long way, man. Do you get what I'm saying? He's a proper nice kid. But I'm gonna put him on now to you for the simple fact, right? Like, Darren, he's calling me all kinds, yeah. He's calling half the city all kinds. He's calling all new people. Listen, I'm under his skin. It's obvious to see. It's blatant to tell. It's embarrassing for a 40-odd-year-old fella. Like you can out everyone and call everyone all kinds, but you can't take it yourself. You block anyone who messages you to say I don't agree with that. Like, so with myself, you didn't know me last week, and now you know. Now you know. Yeah, now you know me. Now you just won't stop talking shit. So for the simple fact, mate, you've been out 5 years. You've never had a job. I've had a job since 2 weeks after coming home. Every time you're on Instagram promoting your message and promoting how much of a changed man you are, you're driving around on a bike calling people grasses and saying you're going to kill people's Mars, and you're in and out of job centres, bed sits, hostels. Like, you've been home 5 years, brother. Like, I've been home 18 months, I've worked for 17 and a half months of it. Got everything, got a gaff, got a house, got everything I like. It's lovely, life's lovely, and I'm helping the kids in a good message. I had to say stuff about you, because that's what I went through, and it obviously, I can't tell my story and people think, well, why has he done all that? That's why I've done it. So you're done. Like, this again, I've said on my Instagram a few times, I'll never speak about it again, but this is just like again, Marvin's done the same to you. Like, this is what I'm doing, what have you done? Do you get what I'm saying? So again, little foreskin will dive on now, saying about how we met. Now look, you wouldn't think me and him would be in the same circles, but everyone by ours who does a bit, or who's a grafter, or who's one of the kids, like, they all can relate to little foreskin and go, he's a good kid, mate, he's funny. Like, that's all I've done, do you get what I'm saying? And took to him, and I've helped him just as much as he's helped me. He's got more railway knowledge than me, but on track where it's a bit of an environment, alpha male type environment, like, you know, I'm schooling him and helping him. So there's 2 different ways to that we have a good friendship, and 2 different ways to that we have a good learning curve off each other. But I've taught him about my type of life. He's watched me podcast. The kids interested to know. So again, I just want to put him on so he show you how we met, just to show, like, that's what I am. I'm not selling drugs in Liverpool like Darren's accusing me of. Like, I'm not doing all this stuff. I speak to everyone who is saying I've done something. Like, it's weird. Everyone he's calls the grass today on Instagram and on YouTube, he's called loads of people grasses and wrongins and said they're all scared of him, but they're all still in the same city, in the same circle of friends, we're doing the same things. He's in Birmingham. So we are his little Fortescue, foreskin. See you later, yeah.
Yes. That's me, you know, foreskin, you know, 18 years old, you know, joined the railway in November. Met old Ditchy in about December time. We're out, you know, on a nice day shift, and obviously got to know me, and I won't lie, I am a nice person, and obviously Liam being a changed man coming out of prison, he took me under his wing, and you know, taught me, you know, not to take shit from anyone, or or basically just to have a good time and banter, but knowing the line, knowing the limits, not for myself but for other people and towards myself. And from then on, every time we're off work, I'm spending time, could be in a pub, could be fishing, or could be just FaceTiming or a call, just catching up. But obviously Liam's told you the story about the police and stuff. That's just a small proportion of what's happened. But we have a good time. But he has looked after me, to be fair. Anyone who says a bad word, I don't have to say anything. He's just there, and he's straight on their case, And I could be just sitting in the corner laughing. That's just Liam. He won't just do it to me though. Do it to everyone. Anyone that he can see, he'll take under the wing. He's out grafting all the time, and when he's not, he's still with the lads, no matter how small they are. Could be, obviously you've got systems on the railway, blue hats, white hats. Doesn't matter who they are. He'll chat to them, because obviously Liam's had a hard life, and he wants to make sure that doesn't happen to anyone else. And I think that's the key point. And I know I've sent some stuff about videos of Darren G. I've seen his podcast, and they're Liam and Darren. They're both different. Both very, very different. What every word he said about Darren, I've looked on the YouTube video, and he is right. He's a very unique man, but I haven't met him. I can't say too much about him. Liam knows all about what he did, that sort of thing. But he's from what I've seen, he just needs to rein in a little bit. But me and Liam have. I reckon we got a good bond here, and.
Look where we're sitting now, mate. When we first met, you didn't have a clue where he was.
No.
Look where we're sitting now. We're both contracted up. We're both.
Yeah. He's got me a contract. Because the way it works is because there's you've got the network rail up here, and you've got other contractors and subcontractors. You've got people that can get away with 0-hour contracts, and there's loads of people on the company that we work for that have that. And what Liam's done, not just myself and for himself, is loads of other people on the railway. He's helped out, got loads of people a contract, and that's the sort of man he is. He's in the game to help others, but while looking out for himself, which is the main thing.
Proof's in the pudding, innit, with yourself, lad?
Yeah, I've got myself a nice good contract.
That's what I'm saying, but it's not even that the fact that there's the contract thing, it's we know, do you get what I'm saying, people can get took advantage of because they're too nice. Kindness gets took with weakness, you get what I'm saying? So knowing two different lives and not just a legit way of life, I also know how to hustle as well. I know to spot certain signs where people are half they'll think, yeah, he can do that, we'll just tell him to do that, and I go, nah man, he can't be like that. So from then on, man, the kid's just got a blinding reputation. Everyone loves him. Is not through me, it's through himself. This is the whole point of it. But he's 18-year-old coming on unconfident. He wearing his confidence. He turns up for an interview in his suit. God bless him. Do you get what I'm saying?
Still do that, to be fair.
No, you do, and that's out of respect, because that's what type of person you are. But when I can half say you've done that, I've never had to live like that or been used to that. Do you get what I'm saying? So coming across a kid like you's an absolute fucking. It's like a ray of sunshine for myself, lad, to try and help you out and show you different sides of life. So when I've seen you and how good your energy is and how much of a nice kid you are, you're like a ray of sunshine to myself. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think, you know what, he's got a good energy. I'll keep my hand on and make sure he's all right. No one take the piss, keep his energy good, and that's always what's happened. So again, this is just one of many kids, and I've only been home 18 months, and they're not former criminals, but anyone who is, and anyone who wants it to be, and anyone who wants work, they know they can message me and ask. And I'm not on here delivering a message saying, I'm gonna kill him, I'm gonna kill that. I'm just answering, and I haven't got no team behind me saying don't do this and don't say that. So I'm just speaking off the cuff, do you get what I'm saying? And the way he's gone on these videos since I've come on the podcast is disgusting. And it gives the city a bad name, and anyone helping kids or anyone who wants to put faith in him or anything towards helping him, and that should show you, man, it's not on. He's got mental health issues, obviously, and the way he's going on, he does need help. To be fair, he does need help. The things he's saying about people, all the people he's calling things, they're just there, they're in the city, they're not running nowhere, and they're not, do you get what I'm saying? They know who he says they are, just like myself. but again, he's done a lot of shouting since, and in my opinion, it's made him look 10 times worse than he did beforehand. So, with myself, just wanted to clear this up and show, look, I ain't the kid who he says I am. I was a horrible kid. I threw mud at myself on a podcast. I said your brothers took the piss out of me. I said your brothers bullied me. I said you give me a smack. I said everything about a whole lot of it, Darren. Now that has got your back up because no one's ever come on a camera and said this, and everyone in the city knows what I'm saying is true. So everyone in the city, that's why you're so angry, Darren, because there's no one around you who can say I'm lying. There's no one in the city who can say I'm lying, Darren. That's why you're so angry. That's why you're going mental. Now, anyone who mentions a bad comment here or doesn't agree with you, you block them. So the only people you've got on your Instagram are people who want to stay there and comment good things about you. I'm public, my Instagram's public, and everything about me is public, Darren. I threw mud at myself. I said I was fucking, sometimes I didn't have nowhere to stay and I'd have to go and like slip in somewhere just to stay out of the rain. Like, that's me. No one can throw anything at me worse than me saying that about myself. No comments as bad as anything what I can say about myself. I don't hide from any question, don't hide from any comment, don't block people for commenting. So look, all I'm doing, I want to create a good message. You're on the back of what I'm doing. I've had to mention you. I've had to mention what you've done to me, Darren, so people understand my story. So now you're on the back of that, and you're creating all like a big whirlwind around other people in Liverpool, and not just mentioning me, you're trying to dishearten me a bit and then mention other people. It's all to take everyone's eyes off what I'm saying about you. So look, from me to everyone who needs help, who wants to look at someone who's actually doing something with their life and going to work after just 18 months of being, after 2 weeks of being home, good on you. If you just want to go and look at someone who's been home for 5 years, still hasn't got a job, still accused of robbing people, still accused of grooming people, still accused of grassing, still accused of everything he was accused of years ago. You just want to look up to someone like that. Whenever you've been on his live, do you ever see him with good, legitimate friends? Do you ever see him working? No, because he's got his credit card details up on his own Instagram for you to donate money to him, for you to help his life, for you to fund his lifestyle, for you to fund his weed habit, for you to fund his pedal bike, for you to fund his... It's absolutely disgusting. I am not on here for any beneficial gain to myself. I work, I take a wage home. I'm on here to help kids like myself who needed help, or people, but they couldn't get it because they weren't famous enough or they didn't have enough numbers. So look, everyone, glad you shared the truth. Glad you shared a bit of my side as well, do you know what I mean? Honestly as well, because James English and that, they can put it across a lot different to myself. I struggle with words sometimes when I'm still coming out of the stage of having to, like, I've changed my life, but my way of thinking sometimes needs to change too. I'm not afraid to admit that, but Darren sometimes pressed the wrong buttons, but he's done what he's done about himself, and that's his own issue to deal with. How he's responded, how he's commented, how he's gone, all the words he's said now and since, that's his issue, right? So everyone, peace out, means a lot. Everyone who's supporting means a lot. Other people are like a bit paranoid to have me on any podcast as well. Not everyone, some of them are. I'm going on a couple, but a couple of them are a bit paranoid. But I just want to put this to everyone. Darren G's dead to me. Everyone knows my story. Everyone knows what he's saying. He's shouting my name everywhere, getting me loads of followers, good on him. And people say I went on there and just mentioned his name. I didn't create the title. Marvin said to me, what do you want the title to be? I've never done all this. So I said, whatever you want, man. You're the podcast, man. And he said, groomed by Darren G. It is what it is. I wouldn't have said, I'd have said exploited or something like that by not just him, but I'd have said the G family, whatever. But it happened. It's come on. I'm happy with it. Everyone else is happy with it. Not many people. Everyone's telling me to stop talking about Darren. So my story's listened to it and being took on board. Although it started with you, mate. Now people aren't looking at me because of you. They're looking at me because of what I've done and where I'm going and what I'm trying to do. So everybody, peace out and wish me luck on my next fish.